Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. It's more of a question than anything else. Now if you're a Tesla owner, you can please comment on this video because I want to know your particular view. And if you're not a Tesla owner, tell me if it makes sense what I'm about to say to you. So I was having a conversation recently at a Tesla supercharger. I was charging up the car, and like always, basically what happens is you go to a charger and guess what? You need a 10-minute charge, you're there for 2 hours. And this happens more times than I can count, boys and girls. And this is because of the topic today. Is Tesla making this whole anti-social behavior social? Sounds weird, isn't it? A car company that actually makes this into a social thing. Well, here's why I'm telling you this. Every single time I have gone to a supercharger, I have run into another Tesla owner, obviously, because, well, they are there. Even better, it doesn't matter if I'm going to a supercharger or not, any pretty much charging station I can go to, there's somebody there, be it a Prius, be it a whatever. The one constant thing that I've noticed is, well, we end up talking the day away. See, the thing about Tesla is it kind of fixes that interesting problem today. The one thing I don't see at any of the chargers is people sitting on their phones and doing nothing, just wasting their day away. Instead, what I see is everybody out of their cars, despite of how warm or cold it is, and chatting away and talking to everyone else, and talking about the cars, talking about what that company is doing. In my case, obviously, what Tesla is doing or what someone else is doing. And it becomes a conversation. You make a lot of friends, face-to-face friends, owning an EV. You really do. It's not anti-social anymore. It now becomes a social thing. These cars are, in my opinion anyway, slowly they're actually changing our mentality back to that social thing. We want to be able to talk to people. The funniest thing about EVs, specifically Teslas, is the interest in these cars will bring total strangers together. They'll bring people who have nothing to do with, they may not even own an EV, but they see me charging at a EV station, be it a supercharger or just a regular charger. People will come up to you and go, "What can you tell me about this?" Or they have questions and so forth and so on. And it's amazing to me because, well, all of a sudden we're talking face to face again, and I think it's a kind of a thing that gets lost in everybody's head, that today we don't talk face to face anymore. We really it's a antisocial society. It's cell phones, it's texting, it's pretty much everything but a face to face communication. In fact, there are a ton of people that I see even going out to a restaurant. They go to a restaurant, they sit down, and they're both on the phone. They're not talking to each other. What's the point of going to the restaurant? Now, the interesting part about this is, as I said, almost every single time I'm down at any charger, I end up chatting away just a great deal. I met some amazing people. So one of the questions I got from somebody was saying, I wonder why this is. I wonder why we are willing to sit here way past our charge time. We already unplugged our cars, we moved our cars, but yeah, we're still here chatting away. I wonder what causes this. And I think it has a lot to do with the mentality of EV owners in general. We're more forward thinking in terms of this. We're more accepting of change. And I'm not saying everybody is. I'm saying the majority is. And we all have something in common. There's a commonality that we all can agree on. Things do have to change eventually, and these cars are helping this change. But it's also helping something I don't think it intended on changing, and that is that antisocial society that we live in. It's kind of a funny thing for me to make this video because I am making a very antisocial thing by actually being on this side of your monitor. However, you will notice this, that if you talk to any EV owner or any Tesla owner in general, they are friendly. They're, I think, one of the friendliest people I know. The only time that I can consider a similar scenario is usually at car shows. And I've been through quite a few car shows, and you know what? There's a that's also another place where you kind of get a similar sensation, a similar feeling. However, I think the EV revolution, I guess, I don't want to call it EV revolution. I think the EV realization is slowly creeping up on everybody, and with more and more people really showing interest in it, it causes us to talk face to face. It causes us to talk beyond our texts, emails, FaceTime, and all those things. It actually allows us to sit down face to face and just chat away. Enjoy a cup of coffee, a tea, whatever you might like, and just talk and figure out what's next. And when I was a child, I was a teenager, this is how I think things were. We sat down, we talked to people, and I'm sure many of my viewers, you understand what I'm saying. Today's generation is basically stuck on their phone, and it's kind of a sad thing. Human to human contact. People need other people to talk to. It is a wonderful, wonderful sensation to have. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this up. I think Teslas in general, what they started here, in many ways, this is another byproduct of what they've done. You just bring people together, and it's amazing. I love it. I love every aspect of it. And to each and every one of you guys, if you ever see me out there, please come by, say hi. Honestly, I love spending time with people, and especially people who are so keen on understanding what these cars are all about, what the EV evolution is about, because there's an evolution happening here. There's something magical happening, and it's really, really a big impact on the world at large. Maybe not as noticeable as most people might think, but it really is a huge impact happening right now. I would love to see, I can't wait to see, I should say, what's going to happen in the next 20 years, what's going to happen in the next 30, what's going to happen in the next 50 years. The truth is, ultimately, things have to change, and things will change, and things are changing now. But what I didn't expect is sitting back and actually talking as much as I have in the past 5 months with people face to face. I love it. I think it's a great byproduct of owning these cars. It's a great byproduct of this entire industry, the EV industry. There's just something about being able to sit down and talk to people. And I have to admit, I myself have forgotten a lot of this, but ever since I owned this car, that has changed dramatically. It really has. I honestly cannot remember many times that I've gone to charge this car that I haven't spent pretty much double the time that I needed to charge the car. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this whole thing today. I just find it to be an amazing thing, so I figured, I'll share it with you guys. It is a thought that went through my head. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling, and it's great to see people really starting to talk more face to face, and it really makes a huge difference. I think we should do that a lot more often. I think people need each other. People need human, person-to-person contact. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. Thank you very much for everybody. The channel's doing great. Thank you everyone for your support. Thank you everybody for your all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. My mind is blown at how much support this channel has had. You guys make this channel what it is. You really do. Please leave your comments. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see more of, what it is that I could do to help you if you're curious about something. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and don't forget to drive safe, stay off your cell phones, and have fun. Till the next video, goodbye.